Hi friends! Today I would like to read you a story called, you think you might know what it's about? Roadwork. I noticed the construction trucks on the cover of this book, and I know a few friends who I think will really enjoy the story, but I hope you all enjoy it. The title of this story is Roadwork, and the author is Sally Sutton, and it's illustrated by Brian Lovelock. He drew all of the pictures. And I'm reading this today with permission from Scholastic. So if you look at the cover, you can see some construction trucks working. And the title is Roadwork. So I'm thinking this story might be about work, the construction that they do on the roads, the road work. The back of the book, remember, also can give you some clues. Load the dirt, scoop and swing and drop. Slam it down into the truck, bump, whoop, whop. Those words make noise. Tip the stones, lift and slide and dump. Lay the groundwork for the road, crash, roar, thump. This could be interesting. Road work. Almost looks like the caution tape or construction. Road work. The title page. Plan the road. Mark it on the map. Hammer in the marking pegs. Ping, bang, tap. You see they're using their hammers? And those things that they're hammering in the ground must be the marking pegs. They're using that to help them plan out where the road is going to go. You ever noticed I've seen people on the side of the road using those scopes? Maybe that's how they can measure and plan where construction is going to happen. Okay. These gentlemen are looking at the map. There's a lot of thinking and planning that goes into road work and building before you can even begin. Do you know what kind of truck that is? Look at them all. Move the earth. Because the dirt and the ground that they have to clear is part of the earth. Dig and cut and push. Clear a pathway for the road. Screech. Screech. Boom. Whoosh. Excuse me. Wait a second. Did you recognize that too? Look at that picture. And look at the cover. Sometimes illustrators and authors will use a picture from inside the book to put on the front cover. And you found it. Load the dirt, scoop and swing and drop. Slam it down into the truck, bump, whoomp, whop. Well, that extra dirt has to go somewhere, right? Ooh, look at these trucks. Tip the stones, lift and slide and dump. Right, so this lifts up and then the stones slide out and dump onto the road. Lay the groundwork for the road. Crash, roar, thump. I imagine the crashing sound is all of the stones as they're sliding down, and the roar of the truck engine, and the thump as the stones hit the ground. Do you know what this truck is called? Seems to be helping. Here comes the grader. Pack the ground, pack the ground. Roll one way, then back. Make the roadbed good and hard. Clang, crunch, crack. So this machine is a grader. It's making it all level and flat, and then the roller can roll over the stones and pack it down. You need the road to be hard and firm so when cars are driving over it doesn't fall apart. Have you ever driven down a stone road or a stone gravel road and you can hear the crunch and the movement of the stones underneath the tires? And it feels different than when you're driving on a smooth, hard blacktop road. Seal the road, seal the road. Make it hot and squishy. Spread the sticky tar and stones. Sploshy, splashy, splishy. I've driven by a construction site where they are doing just this. This truck has the tar inside and they are spreading it across the road, and these workers are smoothing it out, and it seals the stone and everything that they just packed down with a nice black coat on top. Roll the tar, roll the tar. The tar is that black stuff they just laid down. It's kind of smelly too when they first do it, and it's really hot. Make it firm and flat. Squash it down and press it out. Squelch, spluck, splat. Because tar is wet and sticky and hot, and it sort of melts across the road, and they smooth it out and then let it dry. And once it's dry, it's not so sticky anymore. And it becomes nice and hard. Stop the work, stop the work. Time to break for lunch. Sandwiches and drinks and fruit. Gulp, slurp, crunch. What's making noise now? The sounds of them eating. Some words can help make a sound when you're reading. They're really fun to read, and they're fun to add into stories. Time for lunch. Mark the road, mark the road. Give the paint a squirt. Paint the lines in nice and straight. Whiz, splop, splurt. Once the road is hard and ready to go, they have to paint the lines back on so the drivers know which side of the road to be on, and they can follow the rules and everyone stays safe. Raise the signs, raise the signs. Drag and hoist and ram. Force them down into their holes. Thwack, whop, wham. So this truck, the crane, has to carry that sign and hoist it up. It's like really pull it up, and then they ram it down. They've got to make sure the sign fits into the poles and the holes, and it stays put and it's locked in. That way, when it's windy, they don't blow around. And those signs have to be really big so that cars can see them as they're driving, even if they're farther away. Helps give drivers directions and safety rules and all sorts of information when you're driving. Next time you're driving, pay attention. Look at some of the signs. You might notice more than you think. to the background. What time of day do you think it is now? Oh, you even see the moon? Yeah, it's nighttime. Light the road, light the road. No one wants a crash. Test the lights and watch them shine. Flick, flack, flash. They have to test out all of those lights to help drivers see on the road at night. That's why we have headlights on our car too. Plant the trees, plant the trees. Dig and stamp and lug. Water them to help them grow. Drip, drop, glug. We know a little bit about that. Once the road is set, they can start to add trees and bushes and different plants back along the sides of the roads to help make it look nice. And we know that plants need water. So the drip, drop, or the water droplets, and glug, kind of sounds like when you're drinking, the plants drink the water. Oh, there, look at them all. Tidy up, tidy up. That means it's time to clean up. Lift and load and sweep. Drive away those big machines. Swoosh, chug, beep. Ever heard a construction truck or a big truck, especially when they're backing up? They make that beeping sound. Beep, 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 beep. That gives other people a warning that the big truck is moving so that everyone can stay safe. Lots of safety rules. It's very important. Shout hooray! The work is done. Ready now? Let's zoom. Drive along your brand new road. Toot, honk, vroom. So if I go back, all of the construction trucks, they're cleaned up and they're heading back to their site, waiting for their next job. They're all finished with their work. And now, all of the cars and vehicles can drive on the brand new road. I see a van, a couple vans, ooh, a school bus. Wait a second, we saw that in the story. That's the tar truck. And it has a yellow triangle on it, which is a sign that means caution. Be careful. There might be something inside this truck that has chemicals or could be dangerous if it leaked out. So they have to be safe. See another yellow car. Look, they're all using the road. Ooh, what's on this truck? An envelope. What do you think that truck is carrying? Yeah, probably the mail. It might be a mail truck taking letters from the post office to another town where the letters and the mail are going to be delivered somewhere else. Because when you put a letter in the mailbox, it gets picked up and sorted and then put in trucks to take them to the places that they need to be delivered to. And sometimes if it's really far away, they'll load up that mail on an airplane and fly it to another place. That's another story. Okay, and the construction workers, they're all saying hooray! They're really excited. They're proud of all the hard work they did. And that's it, but the end of the book gives you some machine facts. So this one with the bucket in the front is an excavator, and an excavator uses a large scoop to dig in the ground. The cabin where the driver sits can swing around to face in any direction. So this part can turn all the way around. So they can dig wherever they need to around them, and the driver can see. This one that was helping to push those stones is a bulldozer. And a bulldozer has a blade at the front for clearing and leveling the ground. And if you level something, you can take a big pile of dirt and help to push it and make it flat in one level. This is a front end loader. A front end loader has a scoop at the front. It lifts and moves things. This is a dump truck that had all the stones. A dump truck has a big tray at the back which can tilt. So it lifts up and tilts tilt up to dump out dirt and rocks. This one over here that hoisted up the signs is a truck-mounted crane. A crane uses its hook to lift equipment. It has wire cables that wind up and down. So there's a wire cable that runs through here and some pulleys, and you can wind it up so it pulls heavy things up, or let it out and it will let them down. This is a grader that was a grader uses its blade to make the ground flat so that the asphalt or the blacktop that they added on top will be even and smooth. Okay, so that was helping with the bulldozer to flatten out all those rocks. And then we have a steamroller, which flattens the road to make it smooth and hard. Its roller, so this big rolling wheel, is called a drum. A little bit different than the instrument. So those are some machine facts. Friends, I hope you enjoyed this story today. As the weather gets nicer, you might start to see more construction or road work going on. Most people are staying home right now, but as that starts to change and things start to warm up, you might see some trucks out there. So if you do, pay attention. Maybe you'll notice one from the story. I hope you enjoyed this, friends. Have a wonderful day, and until next time, bye, friends.